Hello, I'm Jan Mulvey and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show ahead of Liverpool's trip down to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace. Chris, the two in-form sides in the Barclays Premier League come head-to-head. The irresistible force meets the immovable object.
Quite a pound for every time you say that.
I know, which is basically just how we normally describe Tony Pulis' defensive tactics. But Crystal Palace, I mean, obviously Liverpool's title challenge has been slightly derailed following the Chelsea result. But
Stuttered.
Yeah.
Not derailed.
Not slightly, yeah, I suppose you can't be slightly derailed, can you? You could look about quantifying absolutes. How are you feeling ahead of this one, mate? Because obviously we talked about on the title challenge support group that to a certain extent the pressure's off Liverpool.
Yeah, but and I said on the title challenge support group that it could easily be put back on us. I mean, if Everton do us a favour, this game is going to be the most pressure out of the two remaining that we've got. Now this is going to be a big game if Everton get points from City. As it stands currently, I think we're in a good position. I think we'll go and do them over. If Man City drop points, that's when the nerves will kick in. But I don't see the players making the same mistake twice. I don't see them dropping points against Crystal Palace. They know how it feels now against Chelsea, and they know they don't want that feeling again. And I think we'll go out there, and if Man City drop points, I think we'll snot Palace. Snot them.
It's an interesting one. I mean, that's simply put, and to quote someone far better at football than me, we go again.
Okay.
But we've got to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down.
It's a difficult one because I mean an awful lot of them would have felt totally deflated after the Chelsea game, and may even be thinking, oh well, what's the point? And Rodgers has got to get them up, and he's got to get Stevie back up, and on track, and it's not over. So you've got to fight until the last breath, really. And to be honest, I thought we'd probably beat Chelsea because we were at home, and we'd have a tough game against Palace, who've been flying.
Yeah.
But then I saw the City win at Palace, and Palace just looked rubbish.
Yeah.
So whether they've now relaxed because they're safe, or whether they've just not really faced a team as good as or City or teams in the top 3 or 4, I don't know. But I think we should get back on track.
Yeah. I mean, okay, we were talking about it earlier, and like as fans we were deflated, and some of us more devastated than others. But like Steven Gerrard in particular, by all accounts, it looked like he'd have taken that defeat to heart.
The closest he was on the pitch, and from things I've heard and read today, he was a bit distraught in the dressing room. But you say they've probably been allowed today to feel a bit sorry for themselves. But 7 days in football is a long time, and I suppose once they get back in training, whether it be tomorrow or Wednesday, Rodgers isn't going to allow no negativity. It's pick yourselves up, dust yourself down, we go again. As you said, a win is a must. Whatever happens with Everton and Man City, a win is a must, because the minimum aim now has got to be take it to the final day. Yeah. Let's see what happens. So there's no room for them to feel sorry for themselves, and as I said, I think we'll roll over them.
Yeah, I think Mr. Peters is probably going to have his work cut out for him this week, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. I think Gerrard's going to be #1 priority. Wrap him in cotton wool and get him back on track.
He's probably at the Crucible, isn't he, with Ronnie O'Sullivan during the World
taking phone calls off Stevie.
Stevie's going to have to be dragging him back.
Yeah, Ronnie O'Sullivan's queuing.
Yeah. I'd pay for him to stay with Gerrard for the next...
Live with him.
Yeah, 200 hours.
just move in.
Take the West Wing.
It's and the other thing about winning the next 2 games is that we finished the season with an absolutely brilliant second half. I mean, it's already brilliant, but it'll be absolutely fantastic. We finished the second half of the season with 1 defeat and 2 draws. How well does that set you up for next year? And if we can take that into the first half of next season, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's a weird one, because we were talking about this, and if you've not checked it out yet, do go and check out the title challenge support group. So we've been doing this for 5 weeks now, and I don't think anyone's needed it quite as much as they've needed it this week. A big digital cuddle to get you through the week in between these games. But we were talking about this the sort of the notion where you completely lose your train of thought and then try to get it back on track again. Fucking hell. Complete blank. Watch it, it's good. So good. Now, my marketing is spot on. My presenting definitely needs a little bit of work. Shoehorn that in there nicely. Yeah.
Next topic.
Fucking hell. Yeah, basically go and watch the Tattle Challenge support group, pay £2 a month, or get it free for the month when you try it out.
Why should they watch the Tattle Challenge support group week 5, Paul?
Because it's good.
And we were talking about the notion of... No, still drawing a blank. Okay, fair enough. Let's move on to the next subject then.
Let's have
a trivia question.
That's a trivia question and see how we get on.
See for yourself, sign up at the redmentv.com. You tell us, tweet us in the comments below.
Tell us what you think Paul was going to say.
It's better, yeah. Yeah. What was Paul going to talk about? Let me know in the comment section underneath. It's slightly better, more professionally presented and produced than this.
I think you're probably going to talk about the way we ended the season and not losing it on the last game of the season rather than...
Yeah. Let's do the trivia question. The 9-0 League Chelsea Crystal Palace in 1989 is indelibly carved into Anfield folklore. Later that same season, the Reds secured the league double over their South London opponents, recording a more modest scoreline of 2-0. The sides met again in the FA Cup semi-final, and despite Liverpool expecting a comfortable passage to Wembley, Palace came out on top in a 4-3 thriller. But who scored the 109th minute winner for the Eagles that day? Let me know in the comment section underneath. I've just seen the answer there, guys. Yeah, I think. Just we will talk about what you were talking about there, Chris, because why not? This notion of and the sort of pressure being off, and we go again. We've got these 2 games, and what we just want to get enjoyment out of the season. You know what I mean? We want to go out there and play with a little bit less fear, and it's far more familiar territory for Liverpool to be in. Having to sort of be the underdogs, and also that notion that, you know, even if we try our best and we win those 2 games, it won't matter. But I don't know, as a result, I'm really looking forward to this game more than I probably would have been if we'd beaten Chelsea at the weekend. Yeah,
it would have been a nervy affair if we'd beaten Chelsea, I think, wouldn't it? Because, as John mentioned before, Crystal Palace have been on a great run, and that was one of the harder games. I'm looking at it thinking, fucking hell, man, I'm just not at Anfield and all this stuff. Crystal Palace playing really well. Tony Pulis, how good he's been against us over the years for Stoke and stuff. Nervy game. Takes the pressure off. Boys can go out there and play. And now with Crystal Palace at home is a different proposition.
Yeah. What was I going to talk about? I got absolutely no idea. There's got to be a hope, hasn't there, Ozzy, that Palace have reached that point of the season now where, you know, do they have anything left to play for? You know, they are, by all intents and purposes, safe this season. They're going to start planning for what's next year. Are they there for us to just go and tonk?
When we were 8, 9, 10 games on this winning run, everyone started to look towards the crystal. It's going to be a massive. But I never seen anyone mention that Man City goal there before us and what kind of influence that would have. And it was the one thing I wanted to see once they were safe was wear the flip-flops on against Man City, because then you can kind of gauge how they're going to play against us. And from what I've seen of it, they have got the flip-flops on. They do know they're safe, and all the pressure's off them. And it's not the sense of they're playing with the freedom where they're going to go and pick points up, because they were fucking shite yesterday. And from what you've seen, how pumped up they've been the last few weeks, especially against Chelsea and stuff, the tempo that they played with, there was none of it yesterday. It was flat. They've had a fucking brilliant atmosphere all season. And even that was flat. It was like, yeah, well, we don't care now. See you next season.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like.
I mean that we've seen Palace be the perennial yo-yo team. You know what I mean? That you've seen them come up and go straight back down again. Literally, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that they've done that every single time.
Every time. This is the first time they've not done that.
And you know, as family, we've obviously got family friends who are Palace fans. So I've always had a soft spot for them. Like, but I mean, there must be that, having done that so many times, there must be a little switch, particularly the fans' heads, where they do sort of think, great, you know, objective achieved.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole club is geared to try and stay up because it means so much financially. And particularly as revenues are going up next year as well, I think, aren't they, with the TV rights and stuff. And then you've got Pulis saying you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and suddenly they're safe. They're in the Premiership again next year. Their wages are going to stay the same or get better. You know, you can see why they would relax. You know, they're not fighting for their lives anymore. And it can go 2 ways. You can relax and play much better football, You know, but yesterday it didn't look that was the case. You know, it looked like they'd just relaxed.
Yeah, I mean,
the only one worry though on that is that they've had a bad game now. Pulis won't be happy, and he will be trying to egg them on again now, and he's done an unbelievable job for them. He's been fucking superb, and fair play to Palace. They made the call early on in the season with enough time to turn the fortunes around, didn't he?
Yeah, even then I thought it was too late, but he's done really well to actually get them with it. And mid-table, easy on.
Yeah. No, it is genuinely fantastic, and it is good to see that positive sort of change being made. And like I say, I like Crystal Palace as a club. I want to see them have a little bit, you know, get up there. You see how many clubs who've just done it wrong and they deserve everything they get. Cardiff deserve what they get. Like, yeah, exactly. You know, I think Palace do deserve a slice of luck for a change. And Pulis has come in and done a great job. But he's a good, solid Premier League manager, isn't he? You know, and given the chance, he'll probably keep them.
That's what I never understood with Stoke, though, isn't it? Because ultimately, where was Stoke going as a club?
Well, I think time will tell.
That's what's going to happen with Palace. That's the problem, isn't it? They're mid-table again next year. Now, initially they'll think that's great because they're not going down. But after they've been mid-table for like 4 years, then they'll start to think, well, hang on, where's this going?
Yeah, let them look. Come on, let them have it. Like, you mean, let's not. I think Palace fans have got will not be worried right now about their club being a stable mid-table side in 5 years.
Pulis starts looking for someone to take long throw-ins.
Yeah,
not any young kids in the reserve who can throw.
Who's the next Rory Delap? Yeah. Okay, question then, Chris. At what point in our season did finishing second or even third become a disappointment?
When the title was in our own hands.
Okay, great, move on.
I got you there.
Excellent, good answer. Great. But it's right, isn't it? But I mean, it's strange how our... And this may be to a fault, Liverpool fans, to a certain extent, that we can't appreciate how far we've come at times, like you mean.
No, I can certainly appreciate that. I've been saying it for a few weeks. I'll be made up if we finish second. I'll still be gutted that we didn't finish first. If we do finish second, that's just football, man. At the start of the season, if you'd said with 2 games to go, we'll be top of the league, it'll be in Man City's hands, I'd bit your hand off. I would have. Like you were Branislav Ivanovic.
I'd have nibbled on your upper bicep for that situation, Chris. Okay, questions. Look at the team. Ozzy, Sturridge shooing to come straight back into the team.
With a good week of training under his belt, I think he will come back in only. When he come on, yes, indeed, didn't look fit at all. His touch wasn't there, and even I really rate his football brain and his intelligence at movement. Even that weren't there. But I think with a good week of training under his belt, he will come back in and we'll see the difference again.
Yeah, I mean, Dad, do you think we just got to go gung-ho and just try and wipe them off the pitch?
Score millions of goals. Yeah. First and foremost, you just got to go there and win. But hopefully, you know, they'll realise they have to score goals as well. I think it's a forlorn hope that we'll ever catch the goal difference now. But, you know, you can die trying, can't you?
9-0. But this is the point. I think we've got to... And we were talking about this thing out there, I think got the flip-flops on and all that. If we go out there and we do similar to what City did, you know, we go out and get an early goal, we could get a few, because that's the way Liverpool play, isn't it? We've just got to play with a bit of freedom, and hopefully with that immediate pressure of being the people leading it and having it in our own hands, maybe it will allow us a little bit more, I don't know, freedom to play. Fingers crossed. Because I noticed, again, I saw it in the Chelsea game, players starting to snap a little bit, and that air of like, we've seen people pull faces and go when the ball isn't laid off, but then obviously you've got the supportive network within, whereas this seemed to air a little too much on there. What are you doing, you dickhead? You know what I mean? Rather than like come on, you know better than that kind of approach. So fingers crossed. Anyway, let's any thoughts on that. I mean, anyone actually would anyone make any other changes to the team? No, we're just gonna. So what? Sturridge in for Lucas.
Sturridge in for Lucas.
I suppose anyone would anyone leave anything on the bench in reserve, or do we have any?
It really depends how fit Sturridge is.
He's got 10 minutes under his belt now.
Fighting fit.
We've got Victor Moses to come back on the bench.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Victor Moses is an ex-Palace, isn't he? Am I right in thinking? Did he go from Palace to
Wigan?
Chelsea.
Don't know.
He's from Wigan to Chelsea.
Bloody went Palace to... Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I'm talk amongst yourselves.
But for me, I don't know, like, if Sturridge is not fit enough to play, I don't know how unfit he is, but I would definitely rest him if there's any doubt.
If it was true that he was 75%, then, as Craig said, another week's training should get him back up to speed, surely.
You'd think so, but then, you know, it's ifs and buts.
Having said that, I don't think I would go with Lucas again.
No.
I don't know. We said this a few weeks ago. I don't, after that performance, I know loads of people are dying to jump on Lucas's back. There's some people who've never liked him and never will. I really like Lucas Leiva. I think he's a talented player. But in that position, I don't see what he brings to our...
In the direction of what Rodgers is trying to do and where we're trying to go.
Sorry.
Lucas has a limit.
Oh,
Victor Moses obviously played for Palace.
Carry on. Carry on.
What were you going to talk about before?
I may not have a fucking clue what I'm talking about when I'm starting conversations, but I do know that Victor Moses started his career against the Palace. There you go. Good. Have that. I also know that he made 58 appearances.
While you're on Wiki, have you got the answer for the trivia question?
I know that. I think. Sorry, what were you saying?
Can't remember.
Carry on. Go on, as you were saying.
What was I saying? Oh,
yeah.
It's catching the big time.
From what Rodgers is trying to do, where Lucas has a limit of where he can be, and his ability has a limit, and I think he's reached it. And if we want to progress, unfortunately, I don't see a place for Lucas anymore.
He looked like he was running on empty as well. When he came off, he looked like he was, you know, it took him a week to get off the pitch. You know, he was running as well. But it was, you know, he was really late. I just think that he's not suited to a game where he's going to run a lot.
I think what people forget is we don't play a defensive midfielder, and therefore his position doesn't exist at our club anymore.
Yeah, no, it's a valid argument. It's a shame. Like, look, so many players have proved us wrong under Brendan Rodgers in particular. You know, we've seen players nearly written off at Liverpool, so there might yet be.
If you go back to the Villa game when he didn't play and Gerrard played
dreadfully
without playing, didn't really know where he was playing. Villa took us to the cleans until Lucas came on and really sorted it out. He only played about 20 minutes before he got crossed, but he was absolutely brilliant when he came on. Yeah. You know, so
he's got. I think, you know, long term, and it's obviously not really a debate for now. Like, but when we're playing in European football, I think there's a place in a slower tempo when you need someone.
Well, if Steven Gerrard picked up an injury, you know, I'd be quite comfortable for Lucas to be a defensive midfield player in the team. And, you know, so
he's not going to be the deep lying playmaker that Gerrard is.
He's not going to be laying 50-yard balls through him.
But he'll do a job there, and you know defensively he'll do his job.
And he's got better studs, so he mightn't slip over quite so much.
Yeah. Right, okay. You know, we'll come to the trivia answer in a moment. Let's get some score predictions off you first. Ozzy, what do you think it's going to be?
9-0.
Yes! I have to do it. Why not? Dad?
6-0.
Okay.
2-0 Liverpool.
Really? Well, I was going to pull a, hey, it's going to be a big score, and you've totally stolen the thunder there. It's not been my show. Just not.
12.
I'll see your 9 and raise your 6.
Let's see. Let me work this out. 5-0.
And what was that worked out on? It just looked like
I had the number 11 and number 6 in it.
He was counting his toes in his...
I'm counting my some very basic and probably very miscalculated mathematics on the score we need between Palace and Newcastle to potentially topple Man City's goal difference and still win the league. Anyway, look, if you're struggling with Liverpool's title challenge, do go on redmentv.com and check out the title challenge support group. I know it's been a big help to several people. I've had so many tweets of people saying, like, get it up. Get it on, can't cope from him. just from
and he was there.
So yeah, as I say, it's free for a month and you can check it out. Right, we're going to get to the trivia question time. The question was really long, so I'm going to shorten it down. Obviously, the question had loads of stuff. Basically, you just wanted to name drop the 9-0 in there, didn't you? That's fair.
I like it.
That's fair. That's fair play. We'll have that. Yeah, the question was, obviously Liverpool got beat by Crystal Palace 4-3
Semi-final.
in the FA Cup semi-final. Who scored the 109th minute winner? Who was it?
Someone good with a Z.
Yeah, Chris?
Don't know.
No?
Alan Pardew.
Alan Pardew.
Let's get that. Someone good with a Z.
Yeah. Tune in next week as my dad takes over from my role presenting the show. Yeah, so if you got that right, obviously, as I say, as always, either very good at trivia or moderate to decent.
Or watch the game like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks very much for it. If you got that right, you're obviously a hero. You're my hero. You mean so much to us. Thanks. Yeah, as I say, if you need more Redmen TV content ahead of kick-off, do check out the subscriber shows. 3 subscriber shows on the redmentv.com, free for the month. What else have you got to do? We're keeping the positive vibes flowing, even if it's not necessarily happening on social media. We are here for you. Check it out. Yeah, anyway, we're going to wrap that up there, gents. Thanks very much for joining us. Oh God, please. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, City have fucked it all up, and this will all seem a little bit outdated. Hopefully that happens. It's not often that I hope our content's out of date by the time people watch it, but in this particular instance, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and good night. So, I really don't know what I was going to say.
Oh, mate, got your Red Bull? Stay awake, stay awake. Stay awake.
And we're all ready for kickoff here at Old Trafford.